Hello guys, and welcome to Weekly Outlook here on gold, the pound USD, the USDCAD, and the DXY. And I'd like to start with the DXY today. Basically, my anticipation for this week is probably the DXY being bearish for most of the week, probably until non-farm payroll on Friday. And the reason is because we've seen a break of downward trend line, pure price action, a creation of a double top around this region, a new low created, a retest of this lower high here, and we've currently seen a very big bearish candle close last week, and we might just as much as been retesting this resistance that has now become a support. So basically my anticipation for this week is for DXY to continue to the downside, probably retesting 104.00 region and even possibly to 103.75, and maybe around this region, or even coming back to retest 103.00, where we could possibly pick up orders around this region before continuing to the upside. Because in the long term perspective, I still think price would come over to the regions of 105.50, possibly break it and go to the upside. But for the week, I think we're bearish here on the DXY. If we slide a little bit to the 1 hour time frame, all I can think of is this region becoming a very strong resistance, where we could reject and pull back to 104.15 and possibly below it. Okay, so that's my view here on DXY, and if that is going to play out, which is a bearish DXY, then we might actually be anticipating the gold here to actually retest this region, so 1875 one more time, and even possibly coming to 1900. Let's quickly look at the news for the week. We'll probably have the Fed speech on Tuesday. Sorry, this is the my timing. You can correspond it with your time. We have speeches by the Fed chairman this week, and we end it up with the non-farm payroll and employment changes later this week. Okay, so basically we might actually have a lot of volatility this week as compared to last week. So for gold here, my anticipation would be nothing more but a pullback to these regions to pick up orders, and they will head straight to 1870, 1875 region. If we slide over to the 1 hour time frame, I'm looking for a pullback. I'm looking for a pullback to this region. So what I'm anticipating is a proper pullback here, and then a continuation to this side, and we might actually reject this region or break it. If we break it, then we'll be anticipating maybe a touch of these highs here, a pullback again, and then maybe retesting 1900 for the last time, or we could just get a huge rejection here, and they will just continue to the downside. All right, that's basically that on gold. I'm still very much bearish on gold, but the market, we have to get lower lows and lower highs. So for now, we might actually just come back a little bit to pick up orders at 1875 or probably 1900, as the case may be, before we continue to the downside. Yeah. So on pound USD, same analogy. My basic bet here is I'll be very much bearish on pound USD if price breaks below 1.1920. For now, I think price might actually, I'll take this off for a while, but price might actually just be bullish for a while to probably come retest these regions. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. Not looking good, but my best bet is a break of this structure here for a continuous bearish trend. For now, if I could adjust this a little bit, we could see this is actually a very strong zone. So my best bet is for price to probably pull back to these regions, or even these regions. So for now, we could actually say that pound USD is consolidating with this region. We'll break into this region, created this wedge here. After creating this wedge, we broke over that wedge, and now we're consolidating in this region. The best bet is for a price to break above this region of 121.50. We might see price continue to the upside, but for me to trade pound USD this week, I'll be waiting for a break of structure of 1.1920 or below, a retest of this region, and then we'll join the bearish movement. So that's basically that on pound USD. So for now, I think price is consolidating within this region, and we can actually cash out on that. Probably when price comes to this region, a rejection here will sell, and possibly if price come back to this region, I doubt if I will buy, because I'm very much bearish here on pound USD. Okay, so that's that on pound USD. On USDCAD, it correlates with the DXY, so the possibility for price to actually sink is also same as the DXY. So if the DXY is continuing to the downside, all I'm thinking here is more like this. So we have a break of this trend, we have had a retest, and then if we slow down to the 1 hour time frame, then there's a possibility for price to just continue to the downside. So possible targets for the week: 135 region, 135.15, 135.00, and for entries, we might be looking for a little bit of pullback around this region and continue to the downside. If we slide to the 15 minutes time frame, let's see if there's a possible. Yes, I can possibly see these regions here for a touch of these regions for picking up orders, and then we'll head down to the downside. But if we have price break above this region this week, maybe due to the non-farm period on Friday, or any news for the Powell speech, then we might see price breaking of 136.40 regions, and this week's a retest of it will continue the bullish trend to 136.85, 137.00. So that's pretty that on USDCAD. So let's see how this week will actually play out. I'm very much excited for the week, and let's see how the opportunities would be. I'm hoping for a peaceful week, and I hope you enjoy the week. Ciao.